is the Goliath CNC robot by Springa. It's a small form factor robot. It's like pretty much like a Roomba, but rather than it cleaning your floors, you can actually use it to destroy your floors.
This would be like my dog on steroids.
Perfect. You know what, wait, it needs something. Now is it more like your dog on steroids? A little bit more?
She often wears that expression, yes. Comes with X and Y axis sensors, yellow and gray, color coded. They attach on here, tell the robot where he is.
I wish I had that on myself to tell myself where I am. That'd be great.
Can you tell me where my keys are?
You see these leash kit backpacks? Logan will pop up with an image of that. I need one of those for myself. Also included, there is a stand that you can raise up to the max height for the power cable here so that it stays over top of your workspace so you don't actually like run into it basically, or it doesn't trip any of the cables up. There's screws for screwing the material down, also the sensors so they don't topple over. Now this is a pretty hefty machine and it could be liable to pull something over, so making sure that this is screwed down appropriately is probably gonna be helpful. That's what we were told anyway, so we're gonna find out today. For the record, we have not done any test cuts of this yet. Today we are filming both the overview of the product and also doing our first cut. So we are very excited. If you can't tell, Tony's excited. Look at that face, he's excited.
It comes with a safety guard that's part of the dust collection system as well. And our Goliath came with a single flute cutting bit.
At a first glance, some of the quick initial features that you see on this is it actually has Wi-Fi enabled on it, so you can send your G-code directly to it over Wi-Fi. The backside of the machine is removable. It's actually the containment?
Dust collection.
Well, what do you call the?
Collection bin? I don't know what they call it, but I would call it a dust collection bin.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what they call it, but I would call it a dust collection bin.
So on the back side of this, you have what Tony would call the dust collection bin, which when you are cutting any material, it has a vacuum built into it and it'll suck it up inside there and you can just pop it off, dump it in the trash can, and then you're good to go for your next session, or you can leave it full for the next person to empty. Also, then in the front, this head, which is like basically a router motor, that will go up and down for the Z axis. You can change your plunge depth and everything. I don't know offhand what the depth is, doesn't matter. But the head goes up and down and
the wheels go round and round.
Yeah. Also, one of my favorite parts about this machine actually are the wheels. They are omnidirectional wheels, meaning they can go literally any direction, which allows this machine to just zip around any which way it needs to and keep a very tight tolerance whenever you're cutting. So I'm excited to see that in action today. So actually, let's do it. Let's cut something. I'm pumped. Onward.
We're solid.
Switch on the fly. Switch on the side of it.
I think it was already switched on.
Yeah, the lights were on up top.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay. We're already one step ahead. Ha! Switch on sensor 1 and sensor 2 by pressing the button. There's a yellow button on the sensors.
Sensor 1. Sensor 2.
Bippity boppity boo. They're blinking, we're good.
Okay.
Set up to an existing network. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We did pick a name for him, by the way.
We did.
We skimmed the comments of everybody suggesting names. Should we say it now?
Well, hold on. All right, so we put out the question, what should we name our Goliath? After reviewing the comments, we landed on my favorite, a Star Wars reference from Pokey's Place. We are going to name it. Are you ready? Oops, dang it. Didn't have my hood. Jabba the Cut.
Why are you like this? So you're supposed to screw these to the table so they don't move. Turn this back a little bit. I don't want to damage anything back. I'm guessing this one goes at an angle because there's no way it's gonna. Yeah, perfect. What is really cool with these sensors is that they actually have batteries inside them. So you can plug them in, you know, if they need charge, but supposedly they last pretty long. I'm all bored. They said in the meeting they said that if it was really especially large, this is
Right.
pretty small.
Yeah, it's not gonna be moving that far.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
screw
just
this
trying to
here.
balance the forces against the top.
And if you want, we can even screw it on top here because it'll hold the force.
Did you hear what I just said?
Balance the forces.
Balance
on
the
top.
force. Yes, we need balance in the force. We need to restore balance to the force, Ryan.
Where's the earplugs? Does this come with earplugs? Spindle cage must be closed in order to finish the setup. Okay, so
We gotta put the spindle in.
Let's put the bit in it
The bit
before
in.
we put the
Wait, this?
I won't make any jokes this time.
Good. There's a little push button lock, so you only need one wrench. Nice.
That is handy.
I love that.
They really thought of all like the little things that make tools like this frustrating if they're not thought of.
Okay.
Cool. Let's put the cage on. The back's hitting. There you go. There's a magnet there. Oh, wait, leave it there. Yeah, there's a magnet. It stays there.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Okay, what's next?
What's next? Well, I'm glad you asked. We had to make our design. On the world's slowest laptop. Please send us a laptop, somebody. This is very easy. Like, it looks complicated, but it's so step by step that it spells everything out for you in very plain layman terms. This is great. And then place the bit with, we have the bit in.
Yep.
When done, press the play button and let the Goliath calibrate the tool.
Shoot. You want me to hit the button in the center?
Hit the button.
Should I push it? Do you dare me? Do you dare me?
Yes.
Dare accept it. Ooh, it did it! Now we'll see if the eyeball falls off.
This is gonna be the test. Oh, he's got his safety glasses on.
Yep.
Yeah. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. That was fast.
Yeah, that was really quick.
He makes better lightsaber noises than you do.
Well, he has an advantage.
It's true. Is that it?
There it is. That's it. He's done.
And so he cut the entire thing. He stayed inside the parameters the entire time. Like, is he gonna fall? Is he gonna fall? We'll catch him just in case. No?
No, we didn't have to.
We didn't have to catch him. He didn't pull anything off. He did a very smooth cut too. You know what? I think there's wobbles. It's probably this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I should have put more tabs. I think. Yeah, see, there's a tab right there.
Well, I mean, yeah, our material was really thin, and so once I don't know. How
Yeah, the tab cut through there. That's why. See the tab not attached. So we did make one mistake. When you set this up, there's an auto calibration. Well, you're supposed to do a test cut and measure how deep that cut was, and then
Make an
adjust.
adjustment.
Yeah, adjust it afterwards exactly. And we didn't do that because we were too excited. So it was a little deeper than we anticipated. So like these tabs here, this tab survived.
This
one
one's
didn't.
still intact.
Yeah, this one did not. I think it flexed. I mean, this flexes here. That's our own fault, not the machine's fault for sure, because we didn't really ensure this panel is fully flat. And it's also been leaning against the wall for how long now?
Yeah, that long.
That long. My favorite part was that when he went down, his eye was half covered by his safety glasses there. Let's see what it looks like. We just like...
Do we need to sweep up after him?
No.
We do not.
Please remember to restart Goliath before starting another job. That's it.
That's it. He's done. He did his job.
What's this last thing here? Just like another bar left.
Standing like a conquering hero on top of his work.
Ah. All right, well, let's move another way.
All right.
I'm gonna shut them off.
Okay.
Good night, sweet prince.
Give him a rest.
They're there. Little buddy, don't let go. They stress with us not to let go of these.
There it is.
That is so cool.
That was really cool.
That was very poignant.
It was. It was meant to be.
Yeah, no, I'm really impressed, honestly. Like, the idea of a robot that has wheels that can literally go like this, cutting something that precise out, and we didn't have to do anything. It didn't fall off the table. It blows my mind, honestly.
Yeah, for just a demo, I mean, that was, you know, quick and short and easy what we did, and then, you know, it just did all the work after that.
Yeah. Now, like, we went very basic with our file. Like, I just drew it up very fast just to see what it would do. There's so many options in the program, which they made themselves. It's not like you're not using, you know, like a Lightburn or any other software that people would use for CNC, whatever. This is their own proprietary software, and it actually works pretty well. We didn't like go as far as changing like which side of the lines it cuts on. We just threw it in and went just to see what would happen. So now we know, and now we know for our future projects, which we'll be doing in the shop soon. We have some wood-related projects, believe it or not, in the metal shop. So, so make sure you keep an eye out for more projects that are actually legitimate projects, not just a quick overview of this product and cutting a circle and some lines out of some wood. We're actually going to formulate some circles and lines into things we need to use for our projects. So, if you're familiar with what a buck is, that's a little bit of a what?
I believe the word you were looking for is foreshadowing.
Thank you, Tony. There was only 2 minutes there cut out of me fumbling for the word. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tell your robots that you love them so they don't kill you in your sleep. We'll catch you guys later, and yeah, as always, we're releasing Wednesdays and Saturdays on our normal build videos, and sometimes in between, so later.